Of course. I mean, that's why we exist, is to grow. And so the brand has been growing, as you mentioned, we tripled the brand last year, and this year we're going to come just short of tripling it again. So we're investing a lot. Everybody's investing in this category. This category has disrupted the broader beer business the way craft beer did in the 1980s. It's that much of a change.
Yeah.
For the category. So it's sort of a gold rush right now. Everybody's trying to get as much share as they can.
Exactly. And I have been saying here on the air that I think that hard seltzer is something of a fad, that it'll be over in a couple of years here, especially when you consider how fast it has grown. I know you're going to disagree with me, but I know that you have the tough job of trying to anticipate what consumer taste will be like down the road and make investments in that. So you're doubling down, it sounds like, on these hard seltzers going forward. Is that the idea?
Yeah, that's right, Bill. Actually, we're tripling down. I'd say the reason it's not the reason it's not a fad. I mean, you look at the consumer trends. Two big trends. One, toward health and wellness. Right, everybody's a little bit concerned about calories in, and this category delivers against it. 100 calories on average per can, maybe one gram of sugar, a couple grams of carbs, and that's it. So the health and wellness piece is very much there. Also variety. And this is, remember, we have a new generation of drinkers, millennials, let's call them 21 to 35, who are drinking differently than the people that came before them. And they really want something that's a little bit healthier, but obviously tastes great, hugely refreshing, and something that they can enjoy across multiple different varieties. You know,
you mentioned the analogy with craft beer, but I wonder if this is happening much more rapidly, in part because of social media. We've seen a huge spike in mentions and in I was going to say rapidity with which these trends can spread and really pick up, Dave. So if that's true and this really does cannibalize beer sales further, it's going to be pretty tough sledding for the core beer category, isn't it? So can this grow quickly enough where you can benefit from the upside, maybe even though you're losing some of the, again, traditional, you've got some of the downside there on the traditional side?
Yeah, I mean, for us, like we just want to go where the consumer's going. So we want to grow double digits every year. So we're gonna offer what consumers are looking for. This is what they're looking for. I think the good thing, though, as it relates to the broader beer business, more than half of the occasions, the volume, if you will, is coming from spirits and from wine. So we're seeing over the last several years where some of these traditional beer occasions have been lost, particularly to spirits. Now with hard seltzers, we're bringing them right back in. And technically, hard seltzer, we think of it as a form of beer because it's something you would drink in a typical beer occasion.
How are the margins compared to beer?
The margins are pretty good. I mean, they're about the same. I think the one thing that makes this category very different is that people love buying variety packs, meaning like a 12-pack with multiple flavors in it.
Right.
And to produce that, it's a little more complicated than producing just a 12-pack of beer. But we're on that, and if we were making some capital investments to deliver that. But it's unusual. It actually acts more like a traditional non-alcoholic beverage. People want big brands that are popular with lots of variety to have in lots of different occasions, and that's sort of where hard seltzer is playing right now. And so for us, we're just trying to, Bill, as you mentioned, understand that consumer every step of the way and keep evolving, keep innovating, to make sure that we're giving them what they're looking for.
Yeah, it's fascinating what you said, that actually this trend, unlike the move to spirits or whatever, if regular beer sales are going to decline, at least you guys can directly benefit from this trend. So where does that leave you on cannabis investments? Do you continue to look at options there and kind of do what Constellation has done, hedge your bets?
Yeah, I don't think we have $4 billion to invest in a cannabis company, but we're looking at, right now we're happy to grow double digits with the portfolio that we have, and we're really happy with our portfolio. We think it's really well advantaged at the moment, but having said that, of course, we're looking at cannabis developments. We're not going to be the first one in, but we're going to study and learn, and we'll, at the right time, once the category actually develops, it hasn't even developed yet, then we'll play at some point down the road.
All right, I'm about to have my first sip.
Have you ever had a hard seltzer?
I've never had a hard seltzer, and this is one of Dave's.
All right, you got to go for it.
Trulies.
This is spirits connoisseur over here.
Yeah, you go ahead.
I'm going to have one with you.
What are you having?
I'm going to have the pineapple. I'm having a pineapple. What are you having?
I'm having lemon here. All right, here we go.
Okay, good. Cheers. Here's to you. Cheers.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very sweet,
what do
is
you think?
It's not very sweet.
It's very light and refreshing.
Right, light and refreshing, yes. Thanks, Dave.